Hmm. Darn. This isn't easy.
Not easy. What do you mean?
Boss? When did you get here?
You didn't pick up the phone, so I decided to stop by in person. I've been here for precisely 12 minutes and 5 seconds.
You called? I had no idea.
Have you been playing games all day again? I wish you could at least keep your room tidy.
Sorry.
What game were you playing this time?
Oh, it's called Combat Ace. You control the fighter jet, and you've got to shoot down enemy planes. Using, tactics, that is.
Sounds like a wonderful game. But I seem to recall you playing Iron Punch not so long ago.
I'm past that now. After mastering all 763 levels with every character, there was nothing left to do.
763 levels? That many? At any rate, why aren't you playing with Guillotine? She seems obsessed with games as of late.
Oh, Guillotine?
Black Rose, I have a favor to ask of you.
What is it?
I've been undergoing virtual simulation training to make my movements more efficient, and was wondering if you would...
I'll pass.
Then what about...
Pass. Pass.
I didn't even say anything.
Pass.
Okay, fine, I'll be straight with you. I've started playing a game called Final Quest Online, but I'm having a tough time trying to level up. Whenever I'm with other players, all I end up doing is drag... well, things just don't go so well, that's all.
What? Who would dare speak to you that way?
Anyway, I was wondering if you could grant me access to Black Rose's breadth of knowledge. I happened to overhear that your avatar, Black Rose, is a legendary figure in Final Quest Online. There's only one boss raid which you haven't cleared. The rest you've managed to complete solo. A remarkable achievement truly befitting one who bears the moniker of Lone Master of Kododama.
Alright. Let me ask you something first. What is your profession exactly?
My profession? I am an adventurer, tasked with protecting Eronia. All sorts of guilds have tried to butter me up with job offers. But I could see plain as day that they only wanted to exploit my fame as a hero.
Oh, okay.
So then, would you join my party for an adventure? I want to enter the first dungeon, but no one will join me. Or rather, no one is good enough for me.
Guillotine, I'm going to give you an honest answer.
And I will give an honest reaction.
I'm not sure what compelled you to pick up gaming all of a sudden. But adventures are something you only go on with those whom you resonate with on a deep, emotional level.
Really?
Really. You're going to have to look for someone else other than me. Someone who is a good match for you. Besides, I've moved past joining parties with other players. It seems to me she simply picked it up out of curiosity. I'm sure she'll tire of it soon enough.
Curiosity, you say? I don't think that's the reason she started. But I suppose it's not my place to comment.
Are you done talking? If you are, I'd like to play one more round.
Maiden, after how badly you bungled your last mission, I placed you on indefinite suspension. I realize I gave you permission to spend your time in the dorm as you saw fit. But I hoped that you wouldn't slack off as much as you have. So, have you changed your mind?
No, my thoughts remain the same.
Very well then. This will be your final task. Come with me. Sorry for taking so long. It took a while to drag Maiden over here.
And I had fun having some alone time with Sweetie besides.
All right. Now that everyone's arrived, it's high time I explain why I've gathered you all here. 12 hours ago, during a newly created simulation, Guillotine used an ocular device without authorization. If we don't receive retroactive approval from the central government within 36 hours, Guillotine's brain will be subject to termination. I'm afraid not. Guillotine hasn't proven to be an irregular yet. Without tangible proof such as that, the central government won't be willing to issue retroactive approval. Our mission is simple. Go into the simulation, assess Guillotine's condition, and leave the simulation just as we came. If it's determined that Guillotine has become an irregular, you're authorized to terminate her as soon as you exit the simulation. If Guillotine becomes an irregular, you are the only Nikke who can do what must be done. If that situation comes, you will have to kill Guillotine yourself. Will you be able to do that, Maiden?
Me? As a member of the Extrinsic Squad, it is my duty to remain objective and distinguish between professional and personal affairs. I must keep my composure and do what must be done for the sake of the Ark. I will follow the orders that are given to me.
You're to assist Maiden in determining whether Guillotine has become an irregular or not. The final judgment call will be yours to make. The central government has decided that I am incapable of maintaining objectivity throughout this case. Moving on. Ink, please go over the simulation you've created.
Alrighty then. There I was, one day in the simulation room. Bored out of my gourd, when it came to me. By using the data recorded in Nymph, I could create a simulation on a planetary scale. At the same time, I could set whatever people or objects the user feared most as the primary antagonist. I felt it would make for an incredibly immersive and enjoyable gaming experience. So I submitted the idea, and it got approved. And that is how Simulation MK2 was born. Guillotine was in the middle of quality testing when this incident occurred.
So, the simulation that we're about to enter is based on the data recorded in Guillotine's nymph?
Correct! I see you were paying attention. You'll understand soon enough once you enter the simulation.
How do we get out of the simulation?
The same as any game. Either defeat the final boss, or open the system window and end the simulation.
Oh, that was simpler than I thought it'd be.
Naturally. Unfortunately, Guillotine hasn't been able to exit the simulation herself. Anyway, do you see that over there? You can use that machine to enter the simulation. Be careful not to take it off too suddenly, as that could have some damaging effects on your brain. Let me think. Ah, yes. Time in the simulation passes twice as fast as in reality. In other words, 1 day in the simulation is equal to 12 real-world hours.
All right, but I'm already worried what kind of world is waiting for us inside.
Now, quit your belly aching. Have you got your devices on? If you're ready, I'll start. Simulation, start!
I can feel it. The call of fate. Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner? A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation. I can feel it. The call of fate. Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner? A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation. I can feel it. The call of fate. Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner? A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation. A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation. Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner? I can feel it. The call of fate. Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner? I can feel it. The call of fate. A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation. A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation. I can feel it. The call of fate. Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner? I can feel it. The call of fate.
Let's have a blast!
Reload. Are you proud of me?
from the Ark. Come to me! Aha! So you have answered my call.
Guillotine? Why do you look so triumphant? What is that outfit? Isn't that the hero skin from Final Quest Online?
That it is. It was not my intent to greet you dressed in such a fashion, believe me. My dear, dear Maiden. You've arrived in rather spectacular garb yourself.
Huh? What do you mean? What the? It's the Niflheim priest set?
Is that a good thing?
It's fantastic. It's the ultimate item for any healer class. However, setting aside the fact that I've stumbled upon such a rare item, why in the world am I dressed like this?
The system must have intervened during the transfer. And altered your appearances to better suit this world. Well, as long as it suits you, right? It's the same for you as well, partner. Ah, yes. Helheim armor. Maiden, please explain.
The Helheim armor set is the stuff every tanker dreams of. My character Black Rose wears it. And if you want to beat some of the toughest bosses, and the best job for busting straight through an enemy's patterns is... Hold on. Why am I explaining this? Where is this place anyway? How come we're all equipped with Final Quest Online gear? Commander! Do you see that over there? There's a blacksmith and an inn! And there's an adventurers guild over there! Commander, I've made my decision. You and I are going to live here for the rest of our lives. I'm going to go scope out where we'll build our honeymoon suite.
This is quite the dilemma. No longer can I call Maiden the Judicator of Crimson Roses. Maybe Judicator of Azure Roses? Or the Icy Judicator? Since she is now the companion of a heroic figure, she needs a name that will make an impression. Listen carefully, partner. I have been chosen to be the hero and transported to this world to defeat the White Ice Dragon. The fact that you were transported here as well tells me you are also destined to save the world alongside me. Therefore, you too will need a fitting name. What would fit you? Grim Reaper's partner? Rapture Slayer? Or
Commander, Something strange is going on. The world in this simulation is flawlessly constructed. It's a fully functioning village of the type you'd see in a game. However, if this simulation was made based on data recorded in Guillotine's nymph, why would it look like that? Guillotine? And she still hasn't been able to clear the first dungeon? Didn't she ask you to form a party with her? What is that supposed to mean? Ugh. Let's go back. You saw for yourself, Commander. Guillotine hasn't become an irregular. So let's go ahead and defeat the final boss and exit the simulation. It'd be a real shame for a die-hard gamer like myself to leave a virtual world like this so soon. Although it would have been better if it were just the two of us. We might as well have some fun while we're here. Let's go. Our fight starts now.
Judicator of the Black Abyss. Knight of Despair. Liberator of Sins. Boy, choosing a name for partner is harder than I thought. Oh, my apologies. I wouldn't want to disappoint you by taking too long. That's right. That is the reason why the three of us fated ones are here.
White Ice Dragon? I've never heard of any such monster before. Do you know anything about its attack patterns or weak spots?
Attack patterns? What do you mean?
Can't be too hard on her. She's new to all this. Can't be too hard on her.
Anyway, I was about to go to the association to gather information on the White Ice Dragon.
I'm sure they'll be able to tell us something.
So you agree, Ice Rose?
What did you just call me?
It's incredible. All the things that you always insisted weren't real, all exist here. The Big O, the association, and so much more.
Commander, it would be a good idea for us to get some more information from the association. Before we do that, however, we should arm Guillotine. She's the only one walking around without a weapon.
Why do I need a weapon? If anything happens, I can simply use my lethal eye. I already used them to defeat those Big O lackeys.
Commander, let's earn some money on the way to the association. And use it to buy some weapons for Guillotine. Also, tell Guillotine not to use the lethal eye anymore. Although, to be honest, she's only able to use it every so often, so it may not be an issue to begin with.
Alright, noobs, can you hack it? good one. Don't come any closer. I'll have to kill you all.
Fire straight ahead! Together!
Oh, are you proud of me? Now that the hero has assembled her party of reliable companions, they first decide to secure funds while en route to their next destination, the Association.
By the way, Maiden, I have a question. Is it really okay for us to be doing this?
Guillotine, listen to me carefully. In just about any classic fantasy game containing heroes, it's common for all sorts of items to be hidden throughout villages to help you with gathering initial funds. They're a way for you to scrounge up some basic equipment before entering a dungeon. So, you've got to break open every wooden box and jar you see on the streets. We can't use this.
Maiden. The street is a complete wreck now.
Guillotine? Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay.
Commander, I'm disappointed in you. Whenever you see an empty house, you go in and get items. That's Gaming 101. Guillotine, rummage through that garbage can.
Excuse me? That's hardly what a hero who has been transported here to save the world should be doing.
Garbage cans are veritable treasure troves. Would a hero pass up such a valuable opportunity? Oh, and be sure to get a good look at all the books. They might contain useful information. No matter how thick the tome, it's worth the search if we find even an illuminating line or two. Oh, there's a well over there. Let's go down.
Why in the world would we do that?
There might be a legendary weapon down there.
Say no more. I'll handle this. Heroic landing! Oh. Why didn't you tell me the well had run dry?
See anything at the bottom?
Not a thing! Hey! How do I get back up?
Now that we've gotten rid of that nuisance, you and I can enjoy ourselves.
The party proceeds to chase away a group of kids who came over to play tag.
I kinda wanted to play tag for a bit.
Oh, no you don't. You'd end up playing for 24 hours straight. And don't let your guard down either just because they're kids.
They beat a swift retreat after a run-in with a chicken.
But be careful! There's a chicken in front of us. If you bump into it by accident, our entire party could be wiped out.
After numerous misadventures, the party arrives at the Association.
Is this the Association? I thought it'd be a lot more secretive than this.
Well, it is an adventurers' association after all. Anyway, we managed to gather quite a bit of money today.
I can't say my conscience feels entirely clear, but if you insist it's okay, then all right.
How can there be someone in this village more villainous than me?
It's true. They smashed every wooden box and jar they could find and turned the streets into a disaster zone. They looted empty houses and even chased away kids who only wanted to play with them. Here's a wanted poster.
Stop lying! Who would commit such villainous acts so openly? Who would dare engage in such flagrant villainy?
Do you think we should run, Commander?
I heard the hero and her party did it.
Hey! Those people over there are trying to sneak off. Aren't they with that hero lady? Stop right there, hero scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch! Lend me a hand, bestie. We've got to catch them!
Okay. I will take those monsters down.
The group is promptly apprehended and put on trial.